If your knife keeps slipping, tearing, or just feels like it hates you, it's probably not your skill, it's the wood. In episode 1, we talked about how one knife's enough to start. But even the best knife will feel useless if you don't understand wood grain. Most beginners are going to quit wood carving immediately because it feels hard. No one tells them that wood grain has a set direction. So today's lesson isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to listen to the wood. No. If you think of wood grain as a bundle of straws, in this case dowels, right? Each has its own character. They're not necessarily all lined up perfectly. When I carve with them, they tend to carve a little smoother. Depending on how they're laid out, I could be doing a cut and all of a sudden this guy just wants to break right off. So different woods have different grain characteristics, and learning to know which way the grain is going smoothly. I might be able to cut this way perfectly smoothly into these grains, but when I come this way, all of a sudden, boink, this chunk's coming off. So hopefully that helps illustrate wood grain. So the minute your knife starts to dig in, it's time to switch directions. Because just because your block of wood is perfectly square doesn't mean it's lined up perfectly with the grain of the wood. This particular piece that I have in my hand, I can see the grain is going this way, like the kind of, we'll call it north-south, from end to end. That's the grain it's going. This is the wood I'm dealing with. Okay, so when I carve down into it, it tends to catch, right? There's a grain line right there. It tends to catch and snip off, or tear off. When I carve this way, it's very forgiving because I'm cutting across those lines. Right? Think about sharpening a pencil, cutting across those lines. And when I'm going the right grain, I can get a little deeper because I know, right? But when I'm going this way, the minute it starts to catch, see, it just caught there and it's ready to pop off. Like if I twist my knife, it'll pop right off. You don't let it get that far. So you go shallow and say, okay, the grain is behaving differently this way. So you switch directions. Now I carve. And if you did a chunk, you just shave down till that chunk's gone. And remember which direction you're working on. And the direction of the grain can change from this side of the wood to this side of the wood, from the bottom part of the wood to the top part of the wood. Trees aren't perfect. You're not perfect either. So you need to just recognize when it's changing on you and try a different angle. This is how I find the grain every single time. Little test cut. Okay. It's telling me I'm going in the right direction. You know, some places you're going to be able to do it both directions, and that's okay, right? But if you go light at first, you'll know what you're dealing with, right? And that's very forgiving. Anything I'm carving, I'll be able to adjust around that. But if it all of a sudden caught, this particular piece is a really nice piece of poplar. Cut slow, cut light. Okay. The end of this, because now I'm coming up under, remember the straws I had? Now I'm trying to come up underneath some of them. So there's those pieces of wood are like this, and my knife blade's coming up underneath it, trying to rip it up. So stop, spin the wood around. Well, you spin the carving direction. In this case, I'm just going to come back this way, right? Just shallow, just so that I don't tear that piece. See? Listen to the wood. if you do nice, slow, smooth, intentional cuts, the minute your knife grabs or tries to tear the wood, stop, come from the other direction. When it feels easy, you're going in the right direction. If you're brand new and carving feels frustrating, that's normal. It's not about talent, it's not about strength, and it's not that you can't do this. Every carver you admire has fought grain. They learn to read it and they learn to use it for their own benefit. You will learn too, and the only way you're going to learn is by getting that knife, paying attention, and practicing. A lot of new carvers start out trying, I want to carve, I want to carve a Santa Claus. It's like, well, you can't carve Santa Claus if you don't know how to read grain, right? So learning to read grain is the next most important thing you can do, other than learning to keep your knife sharp. Sometimes when I'm trying to carve one shape, the grain is telling me that shape's not possible with me. It's not failure, that's collaboration. That's where my approach comes in. Let the wood lead you. You have the best laid plans. I'm going to be carving a gnome. Well, sometimes your gnome turns into like a really phenomenal mushroom because you collaborated with the wood. I let the wood speak to me. I come in with an idea. A lot of the times I'm able to successfully execute the idea. Sometimes the wood has different ideas about what it wants to be, and that's when you stop, take a moment. What's the wood trying to tell you? And carve. 3 mistakes I made early on. Pushing harder instead of changing directions. The second mistake I made was I assumed that a bad cut like that was because my knife was dull. This is a super sharp knife. I stropped it before I started this video. The third mistake, and the hardest one to learn, is trying to force symmetry instead of listening to the grain. I want this side to look exactly like this side. This grain doesn't have any issues with me doing that. The angle of the grain on this side is like, no, I'm going to chip and flake and leave rough edges. We're not trying to make twins. As long as they're both brothers and they're both sisters, that's close enough. They do not have to be identical twins. Here's a 5-minute exercise you can do today. Grab a block of wood. Make a test cut in every direction. Feel which one glides. Feel it. Listen to it. That's it. Not a project, just listening. Feeling when the wood is working with you and when the wood is working against you. But you got to take a moment and give it a go so that you can learn and understand it. Grab a piece of wood, any piece of wood, get your sharp knife on it, and feel when it's gliding smoothly. That grain's going good. If you go shallow and you go smooth, you're able to stop immediately before you do too much damage, and then you can go the other way and clean it up. In the next episode, we'll talk about hand control, not strength, control. If you're brand new to carving, subscribe. I'm learning too, and I'm sharing everything as I go. And remember, let the wood lead.